Hey guys, it's Kim, and I'm on with a project share for Snowmen of January. I believe it's the hashtag Handy Scandy. I will definitely link it correctly below. Tina from Crafty Bean had let me know that she is the correct hashtag for it. So, and I believe her name's Nancy. I'm sorry if it's not. She had checked with Anna White, who did it last year, and so Snowman of January. And so she said, sure, go ahead. So we're doing it again, and I am part of that. So I just chose to be. Anybody can do it. Snowmen, snow ladies. Doesn't have to be wood stamps. Can be anything snowman related. Okay. Now you're probably thinking, what happened, Kim? Were you drunk when you colored these? No, this is the artwork of a 4-year-old, Miss Tori. Isn't that cute? So I brought, she added legs and arms, and yeah, she got quite creative. I brought some stamped images. I stamped out some of my wood stamps that I'd shared with you guys and brought them thinking, well, maybe I'll color. I only did one, didn't even finish it there, finished it here. You know, you get your grandkids, you're nuts. I'm not crafting. But I thought, yeah, you never know. So, because Tori also sleeps, they call it the grandma room, and she sleeps with me, and when we're there. So there's no kid downtime too much. So anyway, and I'm fine with that. I just explaining. So she came in one evening, and I was kind of hiding out in the grandma room and coloring a little bit. She said, "Oh, what are you doing?" So I said, "Well, these are very special pens. I just took an extra set. You know, I over purchased. So I had an extra set from Allie, I believe, of some alcohol markers. So these are very special pens, and they don't come out like your pens." So anyway, she was very proud of herself for coloring. So anyway, I wanted to share that. So we had such a good time together. I love my girls, as you know. So what I did was I put some projects together, and I brought out the matching stamps. So this one is a stamp from Darcy's. This cute little snowman family. And here is what I colored. I think they turned out really super cute. So I had her in pink because I decided she was the girl and this was the boy. Here's dad and mom. And yeah, I had a really good time. I shaded around them kind of differently this time, and I'm not really sure why I did that. Kind of an off, it's like a light tan. And I went ahead and used when I got home, I put it together on a card base or front. And this is the eyelash trim that was kind of sparkly. I got mine a couple of years ago, and I, of course, bought every color they had. But I mainly used this the white spark. But I thought it kind of made it look snowy, I guess. And here is some paper that I just got on Snap Click Design. And just did that in the background. And I just cut it in half because I only needed the upper and lower part. So yeah, that's my first share. Then I went ahead and I did this cute little teddy bear snowman. Now I was like, do I do him like a polar bear? Do I do him like I chose to do him as a brown bear, but I could have done him white with just the highlights like I do snowmen. But I went ahead and made him look like a bear. Because really, other than that, the buttons and the twigs, he looks like a bear. So I went bear colors. And this is how I came out with this one. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh. So he or she, because I gave her kind of a Victorian antique pink and blue. And then this, I just kind of went over light-handed, the green on the tree, kind of swirled around the snowflakes. I don't know if you can see that. This heart is from KS Crafts, and I just recently got some Valentine's things from her shop. And then this little love was in there, and I actually ran it through with the paper, but on the paper and the dye on top of that thick foam I've been using, because that gave that impression. It was hard for that LOVE to come out otherwise. So I did that, and I colored that in with a gel pen. This again is more paper that I got off of Snap Click Supply. I don't know if it was, I think it was Echo Park. They have Echo Park, Cartabella, I'm not sure. Anyway, and then I did this, cut this up. And what's nice is I can size it. Now, somebody asked me to share with you, so I'll try how to do that. I just do it. You can either do it on Microsoft Word. You just copy the image. So when you buy embellishments, you get them separately. So this comes out as one thing, and it was actually a banner type thing. I just right click it, copy it, take it to either Microsoft Word or make a document on my Google Docs, and then paste it there. And then I can, it's, has the blue around it, the sizing, and you can size it. So that's really cool to be able to do that. So anyway, I don't know. This is stripe paper from my recent downloads. So there you go. I think he or she, I guess it's a she turned out sweet. And then I just edged that with some of my Tim Holtz. I think that's Victorian lace or something. Victoria, it's a pink, dusty rose pink. So there's that little one. Cute. This, I don't know if I mentioned, this is a PSX from 1999. And let's see here. What else did I do? I did this little family too, where I don't know if they're a family. There's a lot of adults in there. This is Stampin' Up! 2002. But look at tall and then the short, little chubby guy. I don't really think they are a family. Doesn't matter. Good Lord, Kim, quit going on about it. Anyway, so I got this in my stash, so I went ahead and colored them up. And then Surprise Creations, I have some of her oval dies that does this shape with a raggedy edge. Now, I took a Stampin' Up! Ribbon that I had, and I had tied the bow in the middle, and then I had these long tails, and I thought, wait a minute, I'll just glue them down, tape them down, and go across, and tape it behind. I've never done that, but it came really cute. And then again, I've been using, just love this. This is probably one of the main things I use from Hobby Lobby. My Little Christmas, and it's just the strand of snowflakes you can get. You've all seen them, I'm sure. And I just thought, oh, so I don't know. I probably need to adhere them better. I just took some tape runner and put it across, and they seem to be staying. But I think if I nailed this, it would, with the cold and everything, it would fall off. So I need to adhere it better. And then this is another embellishment that I sized. 'Tis the season to be freezing. This behind here is that if you watch my Rosa, I have a grand dog named Coco, sorry, Coco Rosa video that I just posted yesterday. It had this where you cut off the paint splashes in the back. So I did that, and then that's on top of some other paper. Well, there you go. I just really was like, oh, I kind of like what I did with the ribbon there. That wasn't planned. It just kind of happened. It was just laying there like that. And I went, I like that. So there you go. New idea for our ribbons, ladies. And let's see. And then I did this one. And he's holding a branch, I guess, and a bird. And this is Country Snowman by Stampendous. This is, I don't think it gives a year. I don't think it's all that old. Anyway, so I did this one up, and I fussy cut this one out. And there he is. And he's holding, I had him hold a bluebird because I have a thing about, I don't have red birds. Anyway, I just did a blue. And there's this, probably should have done a red bird, but anywho, there's this little hat. This was done with a tri-blend Spectrum Noir. And when I go around the outsides and shade my snowmen, I use a light, and for that I've been using the Icy Blue blend. And I had this in my stash, and I believe I got on Ally. Sorry. So I cut that out and put him on that in some White Recollections glitter paper. Here's another embellishment from Echo Park that I sized down. This heart was just hanging out. It was off-white paper. I colored it up, put it on there, and then I added, these guys were in on from Echo Park as well. I ran a piece of paper through. And so I just fussy cut those little dudes out so they're kind of hanging out because it says Flakes, Drifters, Welcome here. So here they are kind of hanging out, drifters, right? Flakes and drifters. So, and we're actually getting snow here today, which is so weird because like 10 minutes from here it might not have snow, but it's supposed to get down in the 20s tonight and it's a really wet, sloppy. So, oh my Lord. I have got a feeling, I don't have to worry about it though, but I'm curious to see if school will get canceled. Because it just, we have a lot of hills and if it's icy, forget it, you know? So there we go. So this is this one here. 1 minute. Okay. So if you want to cut, oh, I need to tell the winner. Jeez. Gail Farmer 5946. Gail Farmer 5946. Let me write that down. You are my winner, so I'll leave my email below. 5946. So congratulations, Gail. You are my winner. And I will be sending you that extra stamp. I didn't plan to do a giveaway. It just, all of a sudden I realized I had 2 of this one. So why not, right? Okay. But I thought if you want to click off now, you are more than welcome. I won't be offended since I won't know. But I thought, well, let's color up. And I'm not going to do tons of, I probably won't finish all of it. But I kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of how to do, make them look icy or snowy. So this is how I keep my Spectrum Noir. Is in these Dollar Tree. And I don't divide them up by that, but now I know which ones I have. So I have 2 containers of those. Okay, so like I said, I use the icy blue and the light color. You get a dark, a medium, and a light. And I just kind of go around. Let me bring it down. Excuse me. And again, this one kind of has, but it's not really, I don't think, meant. So wherever anything is overlapping, I am barely touching this paper. I am going really light-handed here. Okay, I am not a professional at this. I just go under the carrot maybe. And where the scarf overlaps, the little snowman and under here. Oh yeah, like I said, I go really light-handed. I don't want to. As far as where light hits and everything, I'm really bad about that. I don't want to do it. Just saying. So that's all that I really, and I'm going to go under the buttons. And I might come back. And then the snow underneath, of course, we need to do that. Like I said, I'm very light-handed. I don't want it to come out too dark. But remember, with alcohol markers, if you go back over a color, even with that same color, you're laying it on top, so it's going to go a little darker. I think for now, that's all I'm going to do. I kind of wanted to show that because I think people are wondering how that works. I don't know. Maybe you are, but I just showed you even if you aren't. Anyway, so let's see here. I think I'm going to give him... Well, some of my favorite colors are these... Oops, sorry. If you use the Spectrum Tri-Blends, I like the vintage blue, and then there's a vintage pink. I really tend to really like those. I'm going to do his little mitten in vintage blue and probably his scarf. Okay. Well, a lot of times I don't use the dark. I'm going to use the medium first. I'm just going to color in. Margaret stopped by today, but I was like, you probably should go home. I was really worried about, there wasn't nearly the amount of snow that there was here at her place. She doesn't live in this town anymore. Used to. I wish she did. It'd be nice to have her closer by, but oh well. Anyway, so now I'm going to go in with the dark here because around that's not, because that's where it's going to, overlap and all that. Okay. And I don't want it to dry too much because you want to kind of bring in your next. So now I'm going with the medium. Then I'm going to come back with the dark. See how you could just kind of flip it around. Love it. And when I'm done, I'll probably go around him again and shade him in. I wonder his little arm here. But again, I am not that good at coloring. I just really enjoy it, and that's all that matters. I thought, I haven't done much coloring with you guys for a little while, so here we go. Leave that a little white. That's hard for me. I always want to fill it in, but I try to leave some, let the paper be the highlighter, right? The white. Come in with the light. Yeah. What it is about little snowmen, but they are fun. Little fun people, I guess. Yep, I'm home. Taking it easy. Did go to exercise today, and I got up and out of exercise, and it was coming down, and they call it grapple. I'd never heard that term. I don't remember it anyway. When I was getting in, the parking lot was covered. I'm like, oh my gosh. But don't worry. I went to Dollar Tree anyway after I went home and had my lunch. And then I went and got my hair cut. You'll see that in my next video. But, and that was right across the street from Dollar Tree, so I ran over there. But yeah, it was just this thick, slushy stuff that's kind of hard to drive in. So I didn't stay long at Dollar Tree. Got a few things. They do have the $3 and $5. It's almost wiped out, and they haven't replaced anything, so I don't know if they're going to keep doing that or not. Okay, so there he is. Doesn't have a mitten on this one. It's kind of bothering me. I should be over here. Okay, so anyway. Just saying. So this is the vintage blue. And then I'll do the traditional red cardinal. Goodness. Such a ding dong. Okay. So I'm going to go just with the medium. And one of the lines didn't come out on the red cardinal, but that's okay at the top. So go like this. Again, these images are so small that I try not to do too heavy-handed. If that's the correct way to color or not, but that's what it is. And then I'm going to blend it in with the lighter end. And there's not a huge difference in the color, it's just a little bit lighter. I'll go in with the dark. Oh, goodness sakes. I'm having a hard time getting that off of there. So we'll see if I go to exercise tomorrow. If the roads are icy, I might go anyway. Because I don't have to anymore. Yay! Yay me! I tell people, this retirement thing is the best invention ever. Like, man, who thought of this? It's great. As soon as you can, do it. Anyway, not to gloat too much, sorry. That's rude of me. Gonna look for a kind of a... The browns are kind of hard for me because they're either too red or too dark. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go... I'd rather go too light and come back. So this is muted brown tones. Just gonna do birdhouse steak here. This the dark? Muted... Yeah, dark. I retired at my age because I planned to go to 65 because I got my master's and I made quite a bit. That really gave me a good boost in my income. But then I don't know what happened after COVID, but kids were just, and the was not the same. It just never, we never got back to, I expected the first year to be tough, but it just never normalized. It's like, and I was getting hurt by kids, and it's like, you know what, I'm done. I think I just want to be done. I want to leave on a somewhat up note, and yeah, it's too bad. So hopefully it doesn't continue. But plus, I decided, why not retire when you're still in good condition and you can enjoy it? Because what if I wait till I'm 70 and then I'm in not, not in good condition? That would not be good. I would not be happy about that. So anyway, enough about that. But in the back of my mind, something you don't know about me is my first year teaching was in a little town near the ocean in Washington called Montesano, Washington. I don't know why, but I convinced myself I had to take that first job offered. It was so far from home and everything and everyone I knew. And I ended up doing okay there, but boy, I got out of there as soon as I could because it just was so isolating and so far away. But anyway, while I was there, I was in a separate building with 3 other teachers, and we each were getting really sick in different ways. So one guy was, they took him away in a stroller, jeez. And now I'm just using the red, dark red blend. And so yeah, it was pretty bad. See, now I got the, don't panic though if you saw that red go into there, because I'll work with that when I get to the brown. And I got to the point at one in the winter where I literally could not, and I'm not making this up, walk up the stairs to my, apartment. It was this weird little building I lived in. House, old house. I would crawl as soon as when I got home, because by then my body and my stomach hurt so bad, and here I was a first year teacher. I didn't hardly know anybody, and it's just a small town. And I finally called my mom because I don't know why, but she wasn't coming to help me. I mean, it was a ways. It was probably a 4 or 5 hour drive for them to get here. And I said, I need you to come here. The ladies, I got so I didn't go to work. I was alone in this really creepy old house, and it was depressing. It was sad, I said, I don't know if I need to go to the hospital, but I am very, very ill. And the nurse or the lunch ladies would drop off food because I couldn't go anywhere to go get food. I was that sick, and it was a mess. Well, and we kept asking, the 3 of us, is there asbestos in the vents? Why are we just us in a separate building? Now, I will warn you, if you ever get these Spectre Noirs, something about the ice gray shades, they're opposite. So light is dark and dark is light. Anyway, and oh no, that's not it. Well, I transferred out of that school district and went up to a town called Linden, Washington, that was lived with my parents for a year, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, one of the teachers we kept in contact called me and said they did test it. It is asbestos. So I was talking about retirement. Exposure to asbestos takes about 40 years, which it's been about 40 years. It's always in the back of my mind, I guess. Will I get cancer from it? Hopefully not. But, it's always been in my mind, or on my mind, as far as knowing that, I always think I'm going to live a long life, but I don't know, because my dad lived a long life, but he wasn't exposed to asbestos. So that's a really long story that you probably didn't need to hear. But yeah, so that's another reason I thought, you know what, I'm going to retire now while I'm still healthy. Will I get it? Probably not, but it is kind of in the back of my mind. Oh, his little feet aren't going to show. I'll have to go back something on his little, because I'm making it a gray in his. So yeah, so why not retire when you can and enjoy? Don't worry, I'll be around for a long time. I'm just saying that was part of my thinking when I. Boy, that town was something else too. Oh my lordy. I have never seen so much. It was during the years of right after was a logging town, and so it went under. The logging stopped because of the white owl. The logging, they had to cut back on what they cut down because the white owl's habitat was being disturbed. So the abuse and the poverty level was unbelievable. I grew up. I tell people we shouldn't have done it that way. Leave it to Beaver. I mean, two parents. Dad worked. Mom always had dinner on the table. There was never any worry about would I be able to have food or. Oh my gosh, it was. Ugh. I really learned to appreciate my childhood. Let's put it that way. So I had kids that didn't have enough. They would share a coat. It just was like, oh my gosh. And there was one little boy, and now he's probably what, 60? Yeah, no, 50. Sorry. Anyway, thinking about that the other day, and his parents just didn't. I would see him out on the front steps of his house eating out of a cold soup out of a can. It's just like, but I was only 22, I think, like, or 23. I couldn't. And they're like, and he really, really took a liking to me. Poor little guy. Benji was his name. Anyway, and they're like, you should adopt him. I'm going, I'm single. I'm just starting my career. No, I can't. No, thank you. Anyway, I always wondered what happened to him. So, but there you go. I went down a rabbit hole I wasn't expecting to go. I'm not real pleased with how I'm doing this birdhouse, just to let you know. Not that excited about it. Okay, so mainly what I came on here to do is just show you. So I would go back in with my ice blue. I'll come back and share the finished product at another time, or maybe at the end of this video, we'll see. But now I'm going to go back and just light-handedly go through and kind of just shade around that snowman. And I had gone out of the lines, but it's okay. So that's kind of how I do snow and snowmen. So people. Yeah. All right, you guys. So back to reviewing here. Who did I say won? Oh my gosh. Where did I put the paper? I'll list it below. What did I do with it? Oh my gosh. I'm snowed in and I'm losing my marbles. Sharon, oh no. Gail Farmer 5946. There. Gail. Contact me. Give me your address and I'll send you that stamp. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to me ramble on. I will share the finished product at another time. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, I just wanted to share at the end. I did finish my little dude up. Turned out super cute. Went with red and green on his hat and scarf. And the birdhouse. All right, you guys. Have a great night or day, whatever it is when you're watching. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.